Shane with the Drum Center of Portsmouth in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We're on the web at drumcenternh.com. Today, this is the Ludwig Keystone X kit that we are featuring in a finish that I absolutely love. You might find it horrible. If you do, I'm not going to argue with you, but to me it's awesome, and every time I walk by it, I'm like, God, I love this kit. This is Yellow Glitter, it's called. It's one of their wrap type finishes. Keystone X is a really cool line, something I completely overlooked when they launched it. In fact, when they were at the NAMM show in 2015, or no, 16, when they launched, I looked at the kit and I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool, and the price point was good, but I didn't even hit the drums because I was just like, whatever. And then I ordered one, said, well, we'll try it. And one day a customer came in and he was like, well, I'm looking to spend about $1,500 on a 4-piece shell pack, and what do you have? And so we had a few offerings, and we looked at some, and I played the Keystone X kit, and I was like, oh my God. I could not believe how good it sounded. It was just one of the best sounding kits I played at any price point. Well, why does it sound so good? Well, this is a little bit different than the regular Keystone. This is a 5-ply shell. So this combines maple and oak like the Keystone, but it's a thinner shell. And so when you go with that thinner shell that's not reinforced, the shell almost undersizes a little bit, which allows that head to float a little more freely over it. And if any of you guys know me at all, I'm kind of a sonar guy. I love sonar drums, and one of the main reasons I love their drums is the undersizing of the shells. And so perhaps that's why I'm so attracted to these, because it has that same tympanic effect when I hit the toms, especially if I rim shot it or whatnot. They're very, very responsive, but they speak very clearly, and they're very concise. And I really like that. I like the right amount of attack, because I know microphones love that. And as long as you hit them with an equal velocity, you're probably going to sound pretty darn good, despite the fact that I don't sound very good here at 8 o'clock in the morning demoing these. But that's another story. But the cool thing about these is the price. They are made in the USA, so there's no real difference in the quality between this and, say, a classic maple or a legacy mahogany. They're all made by the same people. Same materials are being used. There's oak in here as well as maple, but all the hardware, all the components are of the same quality. But there's just less options. There's less colors. It's less customization. So if you don't require much in the way of custom options, take a look at these drums, because the price point is killer, and it's in a USA Ludwig kit, which I always call just their money in the bank drums. The pricing on Ludwig is so attractive, and the sound is so great that they hold their value real well. Dig them. These are great. So these drums feature the Atlas mounts, which are really, really easy to work with. Great for the resonance, but positioning is very, very simple and easy. We actually threw this up really quickly and easily. And they have the triad mounts actually on the floor tom brackets, which I really, really like, because I found that the Atlas mounts sometimes they're just a little bulky, whereas this has a more slimline look. But lots of body on this kit. This sounds great. This was featured at PASIC this year. That's why we ordered it in. This was 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, and a 22. Really cool. Also using new for 2017, an 8x14 copper phonic. How gorgeous is that drum in the patina finish? What a marvelous instrument. I love 8x14s and I love copper, so what's not to love about this drum? It sounds great. They still put the stock Ludwig heads on them, heads and wires, which, I have a back and forth love-hate affair with. Sounds pretty good on this drum right now, but I really want to put my heads and wires on. But yeah, it sounds great as it is. So Really, really cool kit.